Forced fumbles, sacks, interceptions, big, deep throws, all that and more in this Indianapolis Colts recap. The Colts beat the Houston Texans 31-3. We had to have this win, guys. Like, we had to come out here and play a different style of football against a team that, quite frankly, we just need to beat. We need to put our foot on their throat and come right out. And how crazy was it to see T.Y. Hilton come out, contribute? We hope he's okay. He had a little bit of a quad injury on that last, first down that he got for us. But guys, we had to have one of these games for the fan base. It was so important. I'm going to talk about things I liked, things I didn't like. A whole lot more things that we liked than we didn't like. I like Darius Leonard's energy today. I know he's been playing with a little bit of an ankle injury, and he's just been fighting through it and gutting that out. Able to get obviously picking up the fumbles, obviously getting the interception, but he had really good energy today. I also thought Julian Blackmon played pretty well. How can you not talk about T.Y.? It's just, it's a T.Y., man. Come on, let's go. The guy hit him with a deep bomb. He had 4 catches to end the day. He impacted the football game, and he didn't play, every single snap, as I kind of thought that would play it that way. Frank Reich was smart. You hate to see him have that injury late. And then what about that long run from Jonathan Taylor? The dude just that's why you draft him. That's why you trade up in the second round for Jonathan Taylor, because that guy can literally take the ball to the house at any point in the game. Because up until that point, he hadn't ran the ball particularly well, but they hadn't been very committed to running the football. Frank got very, very committed in the fourth quarter, obviously, to run the football, over 100 yards again, 2 touchdowns. He had a nice catch in the game as well. Chris Reed, man, holy freaking cow, dude. I'm just telling you right now, that dude's a mauler. All you nerds kind of like me, if you want to go back and watch the film, watch this dude block. Watch this guy climb to the second level. Dude, I call it whoop ass. He's got it in him. He wants to literally whip your ass. He's kind of a poor man's Quentin Nelson in the sense that he just loves contact. Like, that's his thing. He loves contact, and he's proven to be a pretty decent athlete too over there on that left side. I'm interested to see how they'll use him once Quentin comes back next week, because he can help this offensive line. He's one of the bright spots, especially alongside Fisher. Fisher struggles, especially early in games. Water finds its level as the game goes on, and Fisher tends to play a little bit better as the game goes on. But early on, man, those sets, he anchors down too fast. He's just getting beat with punch and athleticism. He just really is. Love Michael Pittman's grit, his involvement, the way that he uses him. He continues to build week after week with Carson Wentz. Wentz didn't have to throw the football a whole lot today. He didn't throw the football a whole lot, and he threw for over 200 yards. Big Mo, we're finding ways to use him and capitalize on his size. He got open. This wasn't Carson Wentz's sharpest day either, guys. He wasn't the most efficient as far as he missed some throws. He left some things out on the field, and we still were able, to capture, this win in such a convincing manner. From the beginning of the game to the end of the game, we were the better team, and we should have been the better team, right? Like, all along. And we want to know, how would we respond after this just gut-wrenching loss, this soul-crushing loss, as I called it, against the Ravens. Had to have it. It's a division foe. I'm so excited just to be able to be talking to you right now with a home victory. I feel like the Indianapolis Colts home, at home, we haven't seen them win for so long. I'm a season ticket holder. This is my 3rd game going to them this year, and they finally got that dub, and they looked really, really good. Good energy. What I didn't like, I don't want this to be a downer podcast at all, because I'm super happy. Our cornerbacks they struggle, man. But you got to say, Rodgers had the pick at the end of the game. He shows that athletic flair. But I didn't like. If you feel like Xavier Rhodes is maybe playing injured, he's gutting it out. He's a shell of who he was early on last year. Rock, came up limp a little bit there at the end. I like to see Ballard go out. I know we work some people out. I like to see him dig a little bit deeper and maybe bring some people in, get some veteran bodies in there that can kind of help weather the storm as far as it goes. But the offensive line in general looked really, really good. I know they did give up a sack early on, but They settled down, man. I mean, they play pretty good football. Carson Wentz, one thing I noticed in this game, he threw the football away, right? Like he hasn't done that at all. And I thought that's a moment for me as a fan. I'm watching the game. I'm live. I'm at Lucas Oil. I'm thinking to myself, something's clicking here. He's not holding on to the ball. He's throwing the football out of bounds, out of the way to avoid the sack. Like, that's Frank Reich, man. I mean, that's Frank Reich. We all know he talked Phillip Rivers into doing the same thing as the season went on, and Phillip Rivers was just okay with not making bad decisions and throwing the football away and living to see another play. We saw a little bit of that out of Carson Wentz today, so I really, really like that. I liked how we mixed it up a little bit, and we did some perimeter runs as well as, our normal smash mouth style of runs on the inside. And, man, we got a stud in Jonathan Taylor. We got a real one. I mean, he is really, really good. Jonathan Taylor, you got to be encouraged by him. You got to be encouraged by the way Pittman played. You got to be encouraged by T.Y. Hilton not playing one game this year and coming out and playing the way he played today. Holy freaking cow. Fingers crossed that he's healthy. He's good. But this is a momentum builder. This is the game we talked about. We have to win this stretch as Tennessee goes against their tough stretch versus we've already went through our tough stretch. We got to win these games, and they got to start piling up. You can't just win one and then go back. You can't just trade them. You got to go out there, and you got to win this next game against the 49ers as well. You got to build on this momentum and figure out a way to get a little bit bigger, better, more dominant pass rush. Quiddy, he was active. He didn't really get on the quarterback. I thought he had an interception there for a second. They overturned it. But all in all, Colts win. T.Y.'s back 31-3. We're asking everybody to like, rate, review, share, and subscribe. Join this No Horsing Around family. We're so super thankful. You guys have gotten us over 500 subscribers. We've only been doing this for a few months. Couldn't do it without you. We wouldn't want to do it without you, to be honest with you. We love doing this and interacting with your fans. So light us up in the comments. Let us know what you did like. Let us know if there's something you didn't like. There's something you want us to talk about this week on the podcast. For now, I'm signing off. Zach Boyd at Colts Nation 365 on Twitter. DMs are open. Feel free to chat. Take her easy, guys.